The following is transcribed.
Welcome to Condensed Bat-Supe. Now with 66% fewer superheroes than our regular podcast, which makes Condensed Bat-Supe even less nutritious, but still just as delicious. We're featuring episodes of the adventures of Superman without the Caped Crusaders. Tie on your capes for lots of waiting around, plenty of reluctant cooperation, and evil plans galore. In this edition of Condensed Bat-Supe, things are heating up in Metropolis, but hopefully Superman can keep the lid from blowing off. It's Chapter 9 of The Knights of the White Carnation, as originally broadcast on March 10th, 1947.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman. While Clark Kent worries about not hearing from Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson, the young boys, completely enmeshed in the hate-mongering plot, face immediate peril of their very lives.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. Say, did you ever check up and see whether the fellas or the girls in your crowd have collected the most different comic buttons from that exciting new series that now come in packages of Kellogg's Pep? Well, from what I've seen, both fellas and girls are mighty busy with their collections. And no wonder. Why, it's a heap of fun to get a brand new button whenever Mom opens a new package of Pep. Maybe it'll be Vitamin Flintheart, or Pat Patton, or Superman himself. And say, if it's a duplicate, well, that's even more fun, because then you can swap with one of your pals. And you know what the best part is? These 18 Pep comic buttons are so easy to get. You don't have to send in a single penny, not even a box top, and you can't buy them anywhere. But every time Mom opens a new package of Kellogg's Pep, there's your slick-looking comic button inside. And say, Pep gives you something else, too, a super delicious dish for breakfast. Yes, sir, Pep is called the Sunshine Cereal. It's loaded with catchy sunshine flavor, golden toasted and good. And Pep is on the beam with Sunshine Vitamin D, too. That good old vitamin that helps build strong bones and teeth. And Energy Vitamin B1. Yes, sir, Kellogg's Pep is sure a prize package any way you look at it. That's P-E-P, the Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
And now the adventures of Superman. As you remember, agents for the hate-mongering Knights of the White Carnation beat up two star players of the Metropolis High School basketball team before a championship game. And then, when Metropolis lost, a professional gambler falsely testified that he had bribed the boys to throw the game. The next morning at school, the same group precipitated a riot against the accused players. But Cub reporter Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson, captain of the team, trailed the agitators. Pretending to agree with their hate-smearing tactics, Jim and Jack offered to help the bigots, and were told to be at a certain lunch wagon that evening when they would receive further instructions by telephone. After contacting Clark Kent, the two boys went to the lunch wagon. But to their dismay, the agents appeared in person and ordered them into a car. As we continue now, we find Kent in the office of District Attorney Frank Agnew. Listen.
10 minutes past 8, Mr. Agnew. We should have heard from the boys by now.
Relax, Kent. They said they'd call us as soon as this agitator phoned them, didn't they?
Yes, but he was supposed to ring them at 8 o'clock.
Well, apparently he hasn't done so yet. It's my hunch he won't.
Why not?
Well, I don't know exactly. Look, Kent, do you really think there's a hate gang involved in this mess?
I certainly do. I believe they framed the two basketball players and murdered Charles Canfield, the millionaire, to keep him from exposing their subversive, un-American activities.
Well, if you're right, those fellows are very clever, because they fooled me and they fooled Inspector Henderson and the whole police department.
They are clever. Oh, why doesn't Jim call?
Relax, will you, Kent? It's only 8:12.
How can I relax when I know that those hate peddlers are more dangerous than rattlesnakes?
I know, but the boys are in no great danger. I'm sure of that.
Well, I'll wait just a few minutes more. If we don't hear from Jim by then, I'm going out to that lunch wagon.
while Clark Kent anxiously paces the floor of the district attorney's office. A small black sedan carrying Jimmy Olsen, Jack Wilson, and the 2 agents for the Knights of the White Carnation has traveled across the city and come to a stop in a dark alley behind the huge, unlighted bulk of Metropolis's Benjamin Franklin High School. Commanded by the thin, pasty-faced man called Joe, the 2 boys leave the car and walk up the alley beside him, while the other man remains at the wheel.
Okay, hold it, kids. Here we are. This is the Ben Franklin High School.
Yeah, I know. What are we doing here?
Not so loud, Wilson. Now, here's what I want you to do. Each of you take a bunch of these handbills. Here.
Huh? What are these?
I told you, handbills, like the ones I passed out of Metropolis High this morning.
Oh.
These are gummed on the back, see? And I want you boys to paste them up in the halls on the students' lockers. Every place where all the kids can see them when they come to school tomorrow.
You mean inside the school?
That's right, Jim.
Uh-oh. But what's the idea?
Just this. To get the real American kids sore at the foreigner kids so that they'll get to fighting each other, see?
Jeepers.
Then maybe I can work up a good riot here tomorrow like I did at your school this morning.
But gee whiz.
But what, Wilson?
Oh, nothing.
Look, don't you want to see the dirty little foreigners get kicked around and maybe get so scared they'll quit school?
Yeah,
Shut
sure.
up, Jim. Well, what, Wilson? You getting chicken-hearted?
No.
Or were you trying to put something over when you said you wanted to play ball with us?
Now, wait. Don't get us wrong, Joe. It's just that you told us we were going to get back at the guys on our basketball team for throwing the championship game, see? So this...
Yeah, that's it. This isn't exactly what we were expecting to do.
I see.
It doesn't hit right at those foreign kids on our team.
Sure it does. These handbills tell how Pulaski and Rizzuti and Kaplan and Kelly threw the game. And they show that no foreigners can be trusted. You get it?
Oh, yeah, sure, but just the same...
You see, we want to get all the kids in Metropolis so sore they'll turn on every kid with a name like Pulaski or Rizzuti or Kaplan or Kelly. Then when that happens, your basketball players will be run out of school. Or worse.
Jeepers. Yeah. I get it, all right.
Okay, now as soon as I get this handkerchief wrapped around my hand, I'll break a window and let you into the school. Yeah. All set now. Here goes.
Gosh, Jim, what'll we do?
I don't know yet, Jack. Keep your fingers crossed.
Maybe we should run for it.
No, we wouldn't have a chance.
But we can't go through with this.
No, but we gotta make it look like we are.
But Jim...
Okay, come here, kids, and hurry. Now, here's a flashlight. Now, climb inside and start pasting up those handbills.
Look, Joe, suppose somebody hears us.
There's nobody in the place to hear you.
But what if somebody shows up?
At night, no. But if anybody does, I'll be right out here with Fargo. We'll take care of any nosy guys. Go on, I'll get going.
Well, okay. Come on, Jack.
Yeah. All right, Jim.
Remember, do a good job or you'll be a couple of sorry kids.
I don't like the way he said that, Jim.
Neither do I.
Oh, boy, are we in a spot. If only he'd phoned us at the lunch wagon like he said he would, so we'd have had a chance to call Mr. Kent.
Maybe he figured we might do something like that, so he wasn't taking any chances.
Yeah, maybe. Look, Jim, you're not figuring to paste up those dirty handbills like he said, are you?
Are you kidding? Of course not.
Then how do we get out of this mess?
I don't know. Yes, I've got to think. Wait.
Hey, how about hiding these handbills someplace, then going back out after a while and saying we pasted them on?
It's too risky. Joe might decide he wants a look at the job. If he sees we double-crossed him, it'll be too bad.
Yeah, that's right.
Wait, I've got it, Jack. Come on.
Huh? Where are you going, Jim?
To the principal's office.
The principal's office? What for?
Well, there must be a phone in there.
A phone? Oh, you mean...
Uh-huh. We'll call Mr. Kent at the DA's office, tell him where we are, and then we'll get busy slapping up these handbills until he and the police get out here. We can tear them down later.
Boy, that's a swell idea. Wait, what are you stopping for?
First, we've got to find the principal's office. Where'll I throw the light around?
There it is, right across the corridor.
Yeah, come on. Oh, boy, if only this works.
It's got to.
Yeah, it's our only chance to trap those hate murderers, and here we are. Oh, gosh, I just thought of something.
What?
What if this door is locked?
Oh, brother.
Well, there's only one way to find out. Here goes.
open.
Yeah, there's the phone on the desk. Come on, Jack. Keep your fingers crossed, but hard.
Their hearts beating rapidly, Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson hurried to the telephone on the principal's desk to call Clark Kent. Will their plan work? We'll be back in a moment to find out. So stand by.
You know, gang, you can have fun with your collection of comic buttons in that new series from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Any kind of weather, any day of the week. Both fellas and girls can get a kick out of it, too. For instance, when you meet up with one of your pals, there's that business of comparing notes on how many you've collected so far. And say it's even more fun trading duplicates. You know, like an extra button with Pat Patton's picture in exchange for Tess Trueheart, if you don't have one like that yet. Or the little moose traded for Judy or Corky. Or maybe Brenda Starr for Superman. Yes, sir, for fun and for doggone good looks, these Pep comic buttons are really keen. And they're so easy to get. You can collect all 18 buttons in this new series just by asking Mom to keep you supplied with plenty of Kellogg's Pep. You don't have to send in any money, not even a box stop. And you can't buy these prizes anywhere. But there's a comic button inside every package of Pep you open. And that's only one reason that you like Pep. You get a kick out of Pep's catchy sunshine flavor. That golden toasted goodness that goes so good first thing in the morning. Pep's crisp freshness, too. Yes, you like everything about P-E-P. The Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
In the principal's dark office in Benjamin Franklin High School, Jack Wilson, his hand shaking with excitement, is holding the flashlight as Jimmy Olsen dials the number of the district attorney to summon Clark Kent and the police.
Jeepers, hurry up, Jim.
Give me a chance. I've got a dial, don't I?
Yeah, but...
There. They're ringing.
Put that phone down, you little rat.
Who said that? Huh?
Put that phone down, I said.
Holy smokes, it's Joe.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, hey, careful with that knife.
You dirty little double crosses. I ought to cut your hearts out right now.
Who, us?
Look, Joe, we were only gonna...
Yeah, I see what's going on. You were only gonna turn me into the cops, weren't you?
No,
You see,
Shut
no,
up. Lying won't help you now. Nothing will.
What do you mean?
Did you think I was so dumb I'd just take your word that you were on my side? No, this was a test, see. I was checking up on you.
But now wait.
Quiet. You're all through talking and all through everything else. Turn around and walk back out to the alley. Go on, walk. And fast.
Small eyes filled with hate, Joe, the tall, thin hate monger, menaces Jim Olsen and Jack Wilson with a long knife as he forces them to turn and walk back to the dark alley. Meanwhile, alarmed at the failure of the boys to call him from the lunch wagon, Clark Kent has streaked there as Superman. And as we join him now, he is questioning the stout, bald-headed proprietor, Pete.
Say 2 men called for the boys.
That's right, Superman. Then they all went in a car. I didn't know there was anything wrong.
What kind of a car?
Well, I didn't notice, except it was a dark sedan.
You say one of the men was tall and thin and pasty-faced?
Yeah, that's right.
It was Joe, the man described by Coach Reed and Jack Wilson.
How's that, Superman?
Never mind. I've got to find those boys before something serious happens to them. Thanks, Pete, and good night. Up and away!
Leaping high from the little lunch wagon, Superman streaks away through the night skies to begin a desperate search for Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson. What is Joe, agent for the evil Knights of the White Carnation, planning for the two boys? And how will Superman find them in time? For all the answers, don't miss tomorrow's thrill-packed episode, fellows and girls. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow. Same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at the same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Say, gang, you know how crisp Kellogg's Rice Krispies are? So crisp they snap, crackle, and pop in milk. Sure, that's their song of crispness. Means that those golden bubbles of oven-popped rice are crisp as crisp can be. whenever you see those famous little elves, Snap, Crackle, and Pop, in cartoons or on the Rice Krispies package, think of how light and delicate and crisp this grand breakfast dish is. Tomorrow morning, ask Mom for the one and only Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
And now, faster than a speeding bullet, Condensed Bat-Supe proudly presents Chapter 10 of The Knights of the White Carnation, as originally broadcast on March 11th, 1947.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Kellogg's Pep. P-E-P, Pep. Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman. Today, while Clark Kent anxiously paces the DA's office, certain that Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson have stumbled into some great danger, the boys are helpless prisoners of the murderous Vincent Kirby, bigoted leader of the Knights of the White Carnation.
Hello there, gang. This is your pal Dan McCullough. You know, it's something like a picture gallery, a collection of those comic buttons in that new series from packages of Kellogg's Pep. Because every one of those 18 characters is really famous. Take Vitamin Flintheart, for instance. You've followed his adventures for years and years. And Brenda Starr. Everybody knows how pretty she is. And Superman himself. And all the wonderful things he does. So it's a real thrill to wear those comic buttons pinned on your jacket or your dress or cap. Not to mention that they're so keen-looking and bright. And is it a load of fun to swap duplicates with your pals? And it's fun to get a new comic button every time Mom opens a new package of Kellogg's Pep. That's the only way you can get these prizes, you know. You don't send in any money, not even a box top. And you can't buy them anywhere. But you get a comic button in each package of Kellogg's Pep you open. That's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Pep, the golden toasted whole wheat flakes with a catchy sunshine flavor. Pep, the crisp, fresh breakfast cereal that's so good for you with its added energy vitamin B1 and sunshine vitamin D. Yes, sir, gang. Mom's mighty glad to have you eat lots of P-E-P. The Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
And now the adventures of Superman. In a malicious attempt to spread intolerance among Metropolis youngsters, the hate-mongering Knights of the White Carnation manufactured evidence that led to the arrest of 2 high school athletes on the charge of throwing a basketball game. Then, when Cub reporter Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson, captain of the team, stumbled on the trail of an agent for the hate organization, they offered to work for him in order to obtain evidence against the bigots. That night, the agent, known to them only as Joe, took them to another high school, where he ordered them to break in and paste up vicious race-smearing handbills. Making their way into the principal's office, Jimmy and Jack were about to phone Clark Kent when Joe entered and caught them. As we continue, a short time later, Vincent Kirby, wealthy and aristocratic leader of the Knights of the White Carnation, answers the phone in his library. Listen.
Hello?
Mr. Kirby?
Yes?
This is Joe McMillan.
McMillan, didn't I tell you never to call me at my home?
Yeah, but this is important.
Well, it had better be. Oh, what is it?
You know those 2 kids I told you about? The ones who followed me today and said they wanted to work with us?
Yes?
Well, I found out they're spies.
Spies?
Yeah. One of them who said his name was Jim Adams isn't a high school kid at all. His real name is Jim Olsen, and he's a newspaper reporter.
A reporter? Are you sure?
Positive. What's more, I caught the little punk just as he was calling up the district attorney.
Good heavens, did he complete the...
Don't worry, I stopped him before he could shoot his mouth off.
Good. Where are these boys now?
I got them at my place, and I thought before I do anything, I better check with you.
All right. Stay where you are. I'll be right out.
Okay, Mr. Kirby. So long.
Here's one of them, Mr. K.
Which one is this, Joe?
This is Jim Olsen, a reporter for the Daily Planet.
How do you know?
He had his wallet on him with his identification and press card.
Look, who are you? What's the idea of wearing a mask? You afraid I'll recognize...
I'll ask the questions. Now, why did you pose as a high school student and say your name was Adams? What are you trying to find out?
As if you didn't know.
Answer me.
My answer is you better let Jack and me go. Oh, let go of my arm.
Talk fast and answer the questions, kid, or I'll break your arm.
Let go. Ow.
Well, Olsen?
You gonna talk?
Dirty cowards, if I was just a little bigger.
Never mind, talk.
Okay, let go. I just as well know we're on to what you're up to.
Really? This should be interesting. Go on, Olsen. Tell us what made you stick your foolish young neck out.
Well, I used to go to Metropolis High School. Cass Pulaski and Tony Rizzuti, the two boys who were arrested for throwing the championship basketball game the other night, are friends of mine.
Oh, they are,
Quiet, Joe. Go on, Olsen.
I was sure they didn't throw the game, and the gambler who testified he bribed them was lying. I couldn't figure out why he was framing Tony and Cass. Until this morning.
So? And what did you discover this morning, Olsen?
Well, when I found out that your boy Joe here was around the school passing out pamphlets that smeared Tony and Cass and generally stirring up the students against all others who happen to have foreign-sounding names, I knew then what was cooking.
You did, huh?
Yeah, because I've seen hate-mongers work before. And when I told another Planet reporter about it, we figured out right away that some dirty hate-mongers had framed Cass and Tony in order to spread race prejudice among the school kids.
Indeed.
You're a real bright boy, ain't you? Well,
now, wait, Joe. So you and Mr. Clark Kent figured all this out, huh? I presume you mean Clark Kent.
Huh? Oh, no, wait, I didn't say anything.
I know. And I'm reasonably sure you were referring to Mr. Kent because he's made a nuisance of himself before.
No, wait. Mr. Kent didn't have anything to do with this, I tell you. It was all my idea.
We'll get to him later. Put Olsen back in the other room with the Wilson boy, Joe. Tell Fargo to watch them. And come back here.
Okay. Come on, Olsen.
No, wait. What's the idea of keeping Jack and me here? What are you going to do to us?
You'll find out, you dirty little spy. Now, go on. Get going.
But now, wait a minute.
Shut up and get in there.
Well, you dirty...
Take care of this rat, Fargo.
Oh, Joe?
Say, this isn't so good, Mr. Kirby. This Olsen kid and that Kent guy have got our play all figured out.
Relax. There's nothing to worry about as long as they don't know who's behind it.
But they may have others spying on us. This Kent sounds like a smart apple.
Yes, he's very clever. Too clever, as a matter of fact, because from something he said to Mr. Mortimer, the chairman of the school board, he even suspects that we murdered Charles Canfield.
Holy smokes.
Now, don't get excited. He can't ever prove it.
But how can he even suspect? Listen, we got to take care of that guy in a hurry. I don't want to go to the chair.
Don't get excited, I said. We'll take care of everything and everybody in due time.
Yeah,
now,
but...
fortunately, we got Olsen and the Wilson boy before they could do any harm, and we're going to make use of them. Very good use of them.
How do you mean?
You'll see. First, I'm going to call up Clark Kent.
Kent? What are you calling him for?
For a very good reason, Joe.
But you don't
Be quiet a minute. Is Clark Kent there, please? I wonder if you could tell me where to locate him. It's quite important. You say the district attorney's office?
The district attorney?
Oh, very well. I'll try him there. Thank you. Good night.
Listen, Mr. Kirby,
hand me the phone book, please, Joe.
Oh, wait a minute.
I said hand me the phone book, please. I want to look up the district attorney's number. Kent is there with him.
Will you please tell me why you want to talk to Kent when right now that guy is dynamite to
I'll
us?
explain everything later. Hand me the phone book.
I'm worried about Jim Olsen and the Wilson boy, Mr. Agnew.
Why, Kent?
Well, because I'm afraid that man Joe is suspicious of the boys, which is why he called for them personally instead of phoning them as he said he would.
Now, look, Kent, according to Olsen's story, Joe said he had a job for them, didn't he?
Well, yes, but...
Well, when they've done the job, whatever it is, then we'll hear from them.
Now, that worries me, too. What if he
Wait a
don't...
minute. There's my phone. District Attorney's Office. Agnew speaking.
Hello, is Clark Kent there, please?
Yes, just a minute. For you, Kent.
For me?
Yeah. Here.
Oh, thanks. Clark Kent speaking.
Mr. Kent, my name is Davis.
Yes, Mr. Davis?
Two boys were just at my store. They wanted to use the telephone, but both booths were occupied.
Oh?
Then one of them said his name was Jim Olsen.
Jim Olsen.
What about Jim, Kent?
Wait, Mr. Agnew.
Olsen said that he and his friend were in a great hurry and asked me to do him a big favor.
Yes, Mr. Davis, go on.
Well, he asked if I would call you at the district attorney's office and tell you that he and Jack were all right.
Oh?
And not to worry if you didn't hear from them tonight. That they had a hot lead on the basketball frame-up and were following it.
What? Listen, Mr. Davis, where are you located?
Oh, yes. They also asked if you would phone their mothers and tell them not to worry. I think that's all. Good night.
Wait a minute. Where's your store, Mr. Davis? Hello? Hello, Mr. Davis? Hello?
What is it, Kent?
Hello? Oh, he hung up.
Will you please tell me who that was? And what about Jim and Jack Wilson?
It was a fellow named Davis who said Jim and Jack had just been in his store, and since both phone booths were occupied, Jim left after asking him to call me here and tell us not to worry. That he and Jack were following up a hot lead on the basketball frame-up.
Oh, where is this fellow Davis?
That's what I was trying to find out, but he hung up without answering.
Probably in a hurry. Well, Kent, anyhow, it's a relief to know the boys are apparently okay, isn't it?
Not too sure they're okay, Mr. Agnew.
But this fellow just said so.
Yes, but there was something phony about that call.
Phony? What do you mean?
Well, Jim wouldn't go off on his own again that way after I gave him strict orders not to. And my hunch says that he and Jack Wilson are in trouble. Real serious trouble.
Uneasy, Clark Kent frets, a sixth sense telling him that his young friends are in trouble. And as we know, they are. Why did Kirby make that call to Kent? We'll know in a moment when we return to the exciting climax of today's episode. So stand by.
You know, every once in a while, it's a good idea to take stock of your collection of comic buttons in that new series from Packages of Kellogg's Pep and see just exactly how you're coming along. Because you don't want to miss out on a single one of those 18 new and different comic buttons. You want to get right in on that fun that all the fellows and girls are having. And you want to be in there pitching when they're swapping duplicates. You know, these bright-colored buttons really show up when you wear them pinned on your jacket or your dress or cap. They're pictures of your favorite comic strip characters like Cindy and Spud and Superman himself. 18 of them in all. Every single one a real humdinger. So remind Mom to keep you stocked up on Kellogg's Pep, because that's the only way you can get these nifty prizes. You don't send in any money, not even a box stop, and you can't buy them anywhere. But every time you open a package of Pep, there's your comic button inside. And there's some mighty swell eating, too, believe me. Kellogg's Pep is so crisp and fresh, these toasted whole wheat flakes are so loaded with that catchy sunshine flavor that, well, you practically can't resist them. So ask Mom for lots of P-E-P, the Sunshine Cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
As our story continues, we return to Joe McMillan's apartment, where Vincent Kirby has just replaced the telephone after speaking to Clark Kent. His eyes wide in shocked amazement, McMillan recovers his voice and turns to Kirby.
Look, Mr. Kirby, what was the idea of that call to Kent? Why did you say you were somebody named Davis and Olsen and Wilson were okay?
Simple, Joe. I did that because I don't want Kent or the police looking for the boys, yet.
Oh, I get it.
I want them to think they're all right, until they find them.
What do you mean, until they find them?
You see, Joe, I have a very special use for those two boys.
Yeah? Like what?
Well, within the next 24 hours, you're going to see hate sweep through Metropolis. Red-hot, murderous hate, directed against all people of foreign ancestry in the city.
Swell!
Yes, Joe. This is the moment the Knights of the White Carnation have been waiting for.
His cold, aristocratic face reflecting maniacal cruelty, Vincent Kirby, leader of the un-American Knights of the White Carnation, contemplates with evil pleasure the wave of falsely inspired hatred, which he plans to make run like red fire through Metropolis within the next 24 hours. What is the murderous Kirby's plan? And how will Superman, who only suspects that Jimmy Olsen and Jack Wilson are in danger, find and save them and prevent the hate mongers from starting a race riot based, as always, on a pyramid of lies? Tomorrow's episode is packed with thrills and suspenseful excitement, gang, so don't miss a minute of it. Be sure to tune in again tomorrow. Same time, same station.
And remember, for breakfast, it's Kellogg's Pep.
For excitement, the adventures of Superman.
Superman is a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC comic magazines and is brought to you Monday through Friday at this same time by Kellogg's Pep, the Sunshine Cereal. Snap, crackle, pop. Hey, that's a swell song to hear at the breakfast table, isn't it, gang? Means your bowl of Kellogg's Rice Krispies is crisp as crisp can be. Means doggone good eating. Why, these golden bubbles of oven-popped rice are so fresh and crisp, they snap, crackle, and pop when you pour on milk. That's why those famous little elves named Snap, Crackle, and Pop are around so much these days in cartoons and on the Rice Krispies package to remind you to ask Mom for the one and only Snap, Crackle, and Pop cereal, Kellogg's Rice Krispies. And be sure to be with us tomorrow for the thrilling adventures of Superman. This is the Mutual Broadcasting System.
It's time for a Condensed Bat-Supe extra helping, because those aliens ain't gonna hunt themselves. This time, intrepid agent Steve Mitchell is heading to Ecuador so he can figure out what all those strange lights in the sky mean. That's right, he's there to investigate flying saucers in this episode of Dangerous Assignment, as originally broadcast on April 17th, 1950.
Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell.
Morning, Commissioner.
Steve?
You know, this better be important. There's a certain redhead who was just dying to go for a long ride in the country today. Now I can't even give her a chance to walk back.
This is important, Steve. Ever hear of the Triangle Airline?
No.
It's an American charter outfit owned by a man named Kovac. They fly cargo across the northern part of South America, from Ecuador to Brazil. The last 10 days, 3 of their planes have disappeared over the jungles, vanished without a trace. Pilots haven't been heard from since.
So a private airline's in trouble. Since when have we been pulling chestnuts out of the fire for outfits like that?
Ordinarily, we wouldn't be interested, but the circumstances accompanying the disappearance of these cargo planes makes it our concern.
What circumstances?
Well, I don't quite know how to tell you, Steve.
Oh, now, let's not be bashful, Commissioner. What do you mean?
Flying saucers.
What did you say?
You heard me, flying saucers.
Commissioner, I'm a pretty patient guy. But if you think I'm going down to South America and start looking for flying saucers...
That's just what you are going to do, Steve, and your plane leaves in an hour.
Now, look, don't tell me you're going to give me a Buck Rogers ray gun to shoot them down with.
This is no joke, Steve. Look, I don't care whether it's flying saucers or flying dishpans. That area is too close to the Panama Canal for comfort. You'll be met in Ecuador by a man named Drake, the chief pilot of the airlines. He'll fill you in on the background. Well, that's it. You've got your assignment. Good luck.
The National Broadcasting Company is proud to present Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy as Steve Mitchell, colorful, two-fisted government agent. At all those places of the world where danger and intrigue walk hand in hand, there you will find Steve Mitchell on another Dangerous Assignment.
Well, this assignment really takes the cake. I've had my share of screw-loose jobs, but flying saucers yet. It's Wednesday night when I get to Ecuador. Drake, the chief pilot of Triangle Airlines, is waiting for me at the airport. He bustles me into the co-pilot seat of one of their cargo ships, and we take off and head east.
It's about a 2-hour hop to Santa Rosa, Mitchell. You should be there about midnight.
What's at Santa Rosa?
One of our fields. Kovac, the owner, is waiting there for you.
You do most of your flying at night around here, Drake, huh?
All of it.
Less turbulence over these mountains.
You a flyer, too?
Oh, now and then.
Too bad you're not looking for a job. If this monkey business keeps up, I'm going to be fresh out of pilots.
Just what has been going on?
You tell me. It's happened 3 times now. Radio flash from the pilot about seeing flying saucers. Then the radio goes dead, and the plane's never heard of again.
You searched the jungle near the route for the planes?
From the air. The country's too rugged for a ground search.
Hey, what was that?
Mitchell, look outside. All those lights.
Yeah. Hey, they look like rings or discs swirling around.
They're right alongside of us.
I'm going to go back aft in the plane. Maybe I can get a better look at them.
Mitchell!
Drake, what is it? What's the matter? Drake! The Drake just grabs at his chest and slumps over. The plane starts into a dive. I jump back into my seat and try to level it out. I remember noticing Drake had been flying a heading of 95 degrees, so I hold it there. By the time I can look outside again, the whirling things are gone. I reached for the radio. T3 calling Santa Rosa Tower. T3 calling Santa Rosa Tower. Over.
Santa Rosa Tower to T3. Go ahead.
T3 to Santa Rosa. This is Steve Mitchell. Keep in touch with me. I've got to bring this bucket of bolts in, and I don't know anything about the route or the field. Over.
Santa Rosa to T3. What happened to Drake, Mitchell? Over.
I'll tell you about it when I get there. And right now, that's what concerns me. Over.
Stay on 95 degrees. If you're on schedule, you'll be over the field in an hour. Your course follows a valley. You'll know it if you get off it all right. There's a high mountain range on each side. Over.
Thanks a lot for the pleasant thought. I'll see you in about an hour. I hope. Over and out. So, for the next hour, I nurse a strange plane between two mountain ranges I can't see on a night black enough to play post office. All the while, I'm trying to convince myself I didn't see what I know I did. Drake is still unconscious, but he stirs a little now and then. Finally, I pick out the lights of Santa Rosa Airfield and manage to bring the ship in okay.
Mitchell?
Yeah?
I'm George, Kovac's nephew.
Yeah?
I was talking to you on the radio.
Oh.
Sure glad you made it okay.
You're glad. Come on, give me a hand with Drake here.
Okay. Hey, he's coming out of it. Drake. Drake.
What? Oh, my chest.
What happened to you, Drake?
I don't know. Right after we saw those things, I suddenly felt like I'd been kicked in the chest by a mule. That's all I can remember.
But there's not a mark on you.
Yeah, great. Flying saucers aren't enough. Now we've got invisible rays.
Well, why didn't it hit you too, Mitchell?
I don't know. Wait. I just started aft when it happened.
Guess it's a good thing for you you did.
Yeah. Come on, George. We'll get Drake taken care of, and then we'll talk to your uncle.
Mr. Mitchell, your description of what you saw during your flight tallies with those the missing pilots radioed in. I tell you frankly, I'm on the ragged edge with this airline. I've lost 3 planes. One more and I'm ruined.
Isn't your line insured, Mr. Kovac?
Why, yes, but this is more than money. It's a matter of prestige.
Look, Uncle Emil, if you'd taken my advice a month ago when the Van Horn Exporting Company wanted to buy you out...
George, for the last time, I'll not tolerate any advice from you as to how to run my affairs.
Sure, you stick your nose in all my affairs, but I'm not supposed to open my mouth where yours are concerned.
If you don't keep a civil tongue in your head...
Look, gentlemen, I don't want to stir up a hornet's nest between you, but what is this Van Horn Exporting Company?
They ship crates of carved wooden statues regularly on our planes. Our largest customer, as a matter of fact. About 2 months ago, they approached me with a substantial offer to buy the line. But just before the trouble started, they notified me that they were withdrawing their offer. Bad business conditions, they said.
Any particular reason why business should be bad?
Oh, there have been rumors about some mysterious revolutionary party organizing lately. That sort of thing always has a bad effect on business in these countries.
I see.
Mitchell, what'll be your first step?
Well, I think I'll pay a visit to the Van Horn Exporting Company in the morning.
Why? You certainly don't think they're involved in this flying saucer deal, do you?
Look, when you don't know where to start, one place is as good as another. Besides, I'm sure the Van Horn Company is a lot closer than Mars.
Yes, sir?
This the office of the Van Horn Exporting Company?
Yes, it is.
Well, I'd like to talk to the boss. Is he around?
Yes, I'm the boss, as you call it.
Huh? You?
I'm Herta Van Horn.
Oh, well, looks like the company is in good hands.
Thank you. What can I do for you, Mr.
Mitchell. Steve Mitchell. Your company ships cargo pretty regularly with the Triangle Airlines.
I have been, but if their present trouble continues, I think I will have to make other arrangements. You're down here to investigate that trouble, aren't you?
I don't remember telling you that.
One picks up things here and there.
Yeah, I guess one does. A couple of months ago, you offered to buy the airline, didn't you?
Yes, I did. But that was before the trouble started. Naturally, I'm not interested now.
Well, according to my information, you withdrew your offer just before the trouble started.
I see that you, too, pick up things here and there. Yes, I began to hear rumors about the formation of a revolutionary party. I decided it would be unwise to make a large investment under those conditions.
I see. You know, that's the second time I've heard this rumor about a revolutionary party.
Oh? What about it?
Oh, nothing. Except it seems like a pretty convenient time to start that rumor circulating.
I don't know what you're trying to prove, Steve, but I wish you luck.
Thanks, Herta. Maybe meeting you has been luck.
One never knows. I expect I will see you again.
You expect right, Herta. And soon.
Hi, Mitchell. George told me I'd find you here in the office.
Yeah. Come on in, Drake. How are you feeling today?
Well, a lot better, thanks. My chest still hurts a little. I'd sure give a lot to know what hit me last night.
So would I.
Doing some paperwork this morning?
Yeah. I've been checking cargo invoices and radio logs. I've discovered a couple of pretty interesting things.
Huh? What?
Look, each time a plane has disappeared, it's been carrying a shipment from the Van Horn Company.
Well, what does that prove?
I don't know yet. Take a look at this copy of the invoice.
Well, what about it?
How many Van Horn crates are listed there?
Let's see, 6.
Yeah, but isn't that number a little smudged on this copy?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Who handles these invoices on this end?
Well, sometimes Kovac and sometimes George.
How big are those Van Horn crates?
5, 6 feet long. Now, what are you getting at, Mitchell?
I'm not sure yet, but here's something else. According to the radio logs, in each case, the pilot reported sighting the flying saucers about 20 minutes after takeoff.
So?
Now, take a look at this map. 20 minutes out at the course and speed your planes fly should put them right near this mountain.
Yeah, Mount San Anselmo. Look, what are you getting at?
Well,
Look,
suppose those flying saucers came from the ground, Drake. You know...
You tell me you're going into those jungles.
Sure. You know anyone who could guide me?
Seems to me one of those mechanics has a brother named Pavlo, some sort of a guide, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell, you ought to think this over before you go in.
I have thought it over. Now see if you can round up that guide, will you? I'd like to get started as soon as possible. How far you figure we've come since we left the Jeep, Pablo?
Well, at least 10 miles, senor.
Well, we ought to be getting close to the spot, then. Brother, this jungle is thick. This is the only trail through it, huh?
Si.
I can believe it.
Senor, watch out!
Huh? Hey! Why the flying tackle?
Look, senor.
Huh?
Look there in the trail in front of you.
I don't see anything.
Quiet. Look more closely. Hidden by the underbrush on the ground.
Yeah, I see it now. A rope noose spread over the trail.
See, and over there, senor. See the tree which is bent almost double?
Mm-hmm. Another step and we'd have been dangling from that tree like 2 apples. Come on, let's spring that trap. Quick.
Pues, senor, you...
Look, someone's obviously hiding around here, waiting to catch us dangling from that rope. Let's make him think he succeeded. Here's a dead branch beside the trail. Give me a hand with it.
See.
Got it?
See.
Okay. Stop here.
The trigger is probably under that little pile of leaves, senor.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Okay, we'll toss this branch on top of it and see what happens. You ready?
See.
Let her go. Look at that. The rope jerked that branch right up in the air. Now get down here beside the trail.
Senor, I hear something.
Yeah, so do I. Somebody coming through the underbrush. Okay. Let him get right on top of us, then we'll jump him. Now. Watch it, Pablo. He's got a gun.
Yeah, but I have a machete.
No, hold it. Oh, great.
Did I did something wrong, senor?
No. He'd have done the same to us if we'd given him a chance. But I wanted to get some information from him.
I will take a look. There is nothing in his pocket, senor, except this scrap of paper.
Let me see it.
See, here you are.
La Posada, 8 o'clock. What's La Posada mean?
That's the name of a bar in Santa Rosa.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like he had a date. Okay, I'll keep the date for him. Maybe I can find out who's been going all out to kill me.
You are listening to Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy in the role of Steve Mitchell.
few minutes before 8 that night, I'm waiting in the shadows across the street from La Posada Bar. A car pulls up in front. Herta Van Horn is driving. A guy starts to get out, but Herta pulls him back for a minute. There's a long kiss, and he gets out and heads for the bar. Herta pulls away. As he opens the door, the light silhouettes him. It's Kovac's nephew, George. I wait for a few minutes, and then I saunter in after him. Hello, George.
Oh, hi, Mitchell.
Are you surprised to see me?
Should I be?
I don't know. You waiting for somebody, George?
Waiting for a drink right now.
This a favorite hangout of yours?
It's the only decent bar in Santa Rosa.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what's with the third degree, Mitchell?
Oh, nothing in particular. Just curious.
Everybody stay right where you are and keep your hands inside.
Hey, look at all the soldiers. What's the deal?
Search me.
You're under arrest, all of you. Everyone in this bar is under arrest.
Arrest? Hey, look, who are you?
Lieutenant Gonzalez of the military.
Arrest for what?
Look, Lieutenant.
It will do you no good to argue. You will come quietly or be shot.
Hey, what's going on around this joint?
Oh, Drake. Well, looks like I'm about to get pinched.
What's the beat?
You know this man, Senor Drake?
Oh, I certainly do, Lieutenant. Steve Mitchell. He's down here investigating the trouble we've been having on the airline.
You better take a look at my credentials, Lieutenant. Here.
I see. I'm sorry to have disturbed you, Senor Mitchell, but with the situation what it is, we cannot take chances.
What situation?
We have information that this bar is the headquarters for a revolutionary party. That is why we raided the place.
You sure there's more to this revolutionary party than a rumor?
Do you think that the military would act on a mere rumor?
Maybe, if the rumor was convincing enough. Well, I'll see you around, Lieutenant. And Drake, thanks for the assist. Morning, Herta.
Good morning, Steve. What can I do for you?
I'd like to take a look at your shipping invoices for the last couple of weeks, okay?
Yes, of course. Here you are.
Thanks. Yeah, here's the one I want. Now, this shipment was on the last plane that disappeared.
What about it?
This invoice shows 5 crates shipped, but the copy they have at the airfield shows 6.
Well, there must have been a mistake then.
Yeah. Right now, I'm wondering who made it.
Steve, I don't know what you're trying to prove, but I'm beginning to resent your inferences.
Sorry, I didn't know they were showing, Herta. I guess George was right when he said your company couldn't possibly have anything to do with the trouble the line is having.
George?
Yeah, Kovac's nephew.
Oh, well, it was very nice of the men to come to my rescue when I hardly know him.
You hardly know George, huh?
Well, just to speak to on the street.
I see. Well, I better be getting back to the field.
I'm sorry I cannot help you, Steve.
Thanks, Herta. Maybe you have.
Oh, Mitchell.
Why, hello, Mr. Kovac. On your way to see Herta?
No, looking for you. Have you found out anything at all about these flying saucers and what's behind this thing?
Mr. Kovac, so far I've been just grabbing at handfuls of smoke here and there. But there's enough smoke to mean fire somewhere. You've got a plane going tonight, haven't you?
Yes.
Is there a Van Horn shipment aboard?
That's right.
How many crates?
Why, 5, I believe.
Okay. Just one thing more. Do you have a small plane I could use?
Well, there's a 4-place cabin job at the field.
That's perfect.
Mitchell, what are you going to do?
I'd like you and George to be at the control tower when your cargo plane takes off tonight, Mr. Kovac. I'll tell you what I'm going to do then. That night, I wait in the shadows near the airfield. I spot the plane T-5 loaded and ready. The pilot is in the shack getting his weather report. I slip quietly aboard. The invoice had said 5 Van Horn crates, but I can count 6 of them, all about 6 feet long. I put my ear to the top crate, and I hear what I expect to hear. Then I freeze. Footsteps outside. There's a faint scrape of metal under the belly of the plane. The steps fade away. I get out, crawl under. I take a long look, and a lot of things suddenly fall into place. I head for the control tower. George, Kovac, and Drake are there.
T5 to Santa Rosa Tower, ready to go.
Santa Rosa Tower to T5, go ahead. Wind 15 at 30 degrees.
Well, Mitchell, now perhaps you'll tell me why you wanted George and myself to be here tonight.
Sure. I want to take you for a ride in your plane.
A ride? Where?
We're going to follow the plane that's just taking off.
What? Now, Mitchell.
What's the matter, Kovac? Doesn't the idea appeal to you?
Well, I'd rather not go, Mitchell. I don't like this idea.
Afraid of what you might see, huh, Kovac?
Of course not.
How about you, George?
Why, I don't know what you're getting at, Mitchell, but it sounds like a lot of nonsense to me.
Drake, you want to go along just for the ride?
Sure. Except I'm not anxious to get hit again by one of those things that hit me the other night.
I think we'll be safe enough. Get the plane warmed up for me, will you? I'll be with you as soon as I make a telephone call.
Aren't you going to radio the pilot that we're following him, Mitchell?
No. You and George just sit back there and keep your eyes on that plane.
I don't see what you're trying to prove, Mitchell.
I think you will in a minute, George. How long since takeoff, Drake?
Oh, about 19, 20 minutes. Want me to take over the controls?
No, thanks.
Mitchell, look at that plane below, all around it.
Circles of whirling light. Mitchell, the flying saucers.
Relax.
Take 5 to Santa Rosa. Take 5 to Santa Rosa. It's all around me. Flashing lights and whirling things. Must be the flying saucers.
That was the pilot reporting back. Flying saucers.
Wait a minute. They seem to be coming from the plane itself.
They are. From underneath the plane.
What?
Yeah, from a bracket attached to the belly. They're not flying saucers. They're just a glorified collection of fireworks.
Fireworks? Hey, wait. That plane's turning left.
But how can it fly at all? Something's happened to the pilot. He's the only one aboard.
No, there's another guy aboard. He's probably doing the flying now.
Where'd he come from?
He climbed out of a crate.
Hey, the plane is heading right for that mountain. It's climbing.
We'll climb with it.
Mitchell, what's behind all this?
I don't know. Right now, I'm more interested in who's behind it. Kovac, you said you were pretty heavily insured, didn't you?
Why, yes. What's that got to do with it?
Did you inspect the cargo plane before it took off?
I always do.
You could have attached the fireworks to that bracket under the belly when you made your inspection, couldn't you?
Are you insane? Why would I do a thing like that? Why, George here looked over the plane after I did.
That's interesting. And George usually handles the invoices. He could have altered the number of crates on them.
Look, Mitchell.
Hey, we're right over the mountain now. And that plane is starting to lose altitude. Tell me, George, why did Herta Van Horn lie about the two of you?
Keep your mouth shut, Mitchell.
She said she barely knew you, but when I saw the two of you in our car outside La Posada Bar, your acquaintance seemed to be more than a nodding one.
George, have you been seeing that woman again? I distinctly told you I would not tolerate...
Okay, so it's out in the open now. Sure, I've been seeing her, and I intend to keep it up. I can't help it if you don't like her. I do.
We'll discuss this later, George.
Hey, look down there. Some faint lights.
What? There's nothing but jungle there.
Look again. That's a camouflage landing strip, and the cargo plane is landing.
So that's what's been happening to my planes.
What mountain is that we just came over?
El Diablo.
And the landing strip is right behind. Okay, we've seen enough. I'll radio back a report.
Hand me that microphone, Mitchell.
Drake!
Look out, he's got a gun.
I said hand me that microphone.
Okay, Drake. You know, I kind of got to figuring it was you. As chief pilot, you were in a good spot to alter the invoices and get your stooges aboard the plane in crates.
But why?
Tune the radio to 4150 kilocycles, Mitchell.
Okay. Yeah, you were the only one who knew I was going into the jungle, too, Drake. You arranged a little booby trap for me. You're also a good actor, faking that collapse you pulled on me in the plane.
Shut up and keep tuning.
Okay, you're on 4150 now.
This is Drake. This is Drake. Leave the lights on. We're coming in behind the cargo plane. Stand by to receive some uninvited guests. Okay, Mitchell, go down and land. And the first time you try anything smart, you'll get your head blown off.
I set the plane down on the strip. The landing lights flick off, and half a dozen rugged-looking gents swarm out to meet us. Drake huddles with them for a few minutes, and then they haul Kovac, George, and me into a log hut hidden under the trees. They toss us in there and bolt the door. But the door has an inside bolt, too. We shoot it in place. We can't get out, but now they can't get in.
Mitchell! Open the door, Mitchell! Okay, smart boy. You'll come out running when it gets light.
The hours crawl by. We sit and wait and sweat.
What time is it now, Mitchell?
5 a.m.
I can't stand this waiting. What good did it do us to bolt the door from the inside? We can't stay in here forever.
I'm playing for time. I've still got an ace up my sleeve, but we've got to stay alive until dawn to find out if it's any good.
Well, don't look now, but I think Dawn's here.
Huh?
There's a crack of light under the door.
Brother. If something doesn't happen pretty soon, we're cooked. Hey, maybe we are. Do you smell that?
Gasoline.
You'll be coming out pretty soon now, boys.
Mitchell, he set fire to the hut.
Yeah. I guess that's why he was waiting for dawn. He was afraid the fire might be spotted at night.
Is this the ace up your sleeve, Mitchell?
We can't stay here and roast like rats in a trap.
We'll get a bullet in the belly as soon as we open that door.
Couple of keen choices. I'll take my chances with the bullets. Come on, let's get this door unbolted.
But they'll kill us.
I'll take fresh air with mine. Hey, wait a minute. Listen.
A plane.
That's the ace up my sleeve I was talking about.
Sounds like it's coming down. Who is it?
Just before we took off last night, I made a phone call, remember? It was to Lieutenant Gonzalez of the military.
Gonzalez? But how did he know what happened to us after we took off?
We'll find it out later. Let's get out of here. Hey, Gonzalez boys are taking no chances. They want that landing strip clear when they sit down. Come on, George. Let's get this door unbolted.
Okay.
Okay, come on.
Look at him scatter.
Hey, Mitchell, there goes Drake, trying for the jungle.
I'll get him.
Watch out, he's got a gun.
I see it. You can't run and shoot at the same time, Drake. Better make up your mind which.
Okay, I'll shoot, Mitchell.
Too late, Drake.
Let go of me.
He who hesitates is lost, you know.
Mitchell, you okay?
Yeah. How are Gonzalez and his boys doing?
Well, they seem to be mopping up in a hurry. Mitchell, I still don't understand how Gonzalez found out.
Well, when I called him last night, I told him our radio frequency, and I asked him to listen in. Then I kept the mic open the entire time.
Gonzalez overheard everything that was said in our plane, huh?
Yeah, including the location of the landing strip. But I knew he wouldn't try to bring a plane in here before dawn. That's why I was hoping we'd still be alive by then.
But why were Drake and his outfit trying to ruin my airline?
Look, if you're going to operate a secret landing strip, you don't want a regular airline flying through the area. They figured the flying saucer gag would scare you off.
Well, it seems to me this was a pretty big operation for a small revolutionary party in a small country, Mitchell.
You know, I've been thinking that, too. Could be that's all there is to it. But it's not a long hop from here to the Panama Canal. Maybe somebody else had ideas about using this strip eventually. Of course, we'll never know, and anyway, it doesn't matter much now.
Yeah. Speaking of things we'll never know, we didn't prove anything one way or the other about flying saucers in this deal.
We proved something as far as Drake's concerned, though.
What's that?
If you monkey around with fireworks long enough, you're sure to get your nose burned.
Or busted.
You have just heard another episode in the exciting new adventure series, Dangerous Assignment, starring Brian Donlevy in the role of Steve Mitchell. Dangerous Assignment is written by Bob Reif, with music by Bruce Ashley, and was directed tonight by Max Hutto. Be with us again next week at this time when Brian Donlevy, starring as Steve Mitchell, will embark on another Dangerous Assignment. There's more great action-packed entertainment for you throughout the week on NBC. Other mystery adventure programs include such popular shows as Big Town, Dragnet, High Adventure, and Christopher London. Starring as Christopher London, you'll hear Glenn Ford in the swashbuckling role of a romantic, adventurous private investigator. On High Adventure, there's the utmost in thrilling drama to entertain adventure-minded listeners. Dragnet brings you in stark realism cases direct from official police files. And during Big Town, you'll hear crusading editor Steve Wilson fighting crime and viciousness. Join the millions of listeners who each week tune for thrill-packed high-tension drama on NBC, where mystery and adventure join together for top-flight entertainment. Tomorrow, be sure to hear Bob Hope and Fibber McGee on NBC.
Well, that wraps up this episode of Condensed Bat-Supe and the next 2 chapters of The Knights of the White Carnation from the Adventures of Superman. Thank you for listening. Be sure to tell your friends to subscribe to Bat-Supe on their favorite podcatcher. We can also be found on YouTube and Facebook. We'll see you next time for another exciting edition of Condensed Bat-Supe as we bring you more of the Knights of the White Carnation and another fine extra helping. Until then, up and away!
Truth is stranger than fiction, and this is the proof. This is Ripley's Believe It or Not.
In Lucerne, Switzerland, a grave robber in the mausoleum of General Ludwig Pfeiffer's wife got the scare of his lifetime. The general's wife, who had been interred in the mausoleum the night before, suddenly sat up in her coffin and screamed at him. The lady was still very much alive. Madame Pfeiffer, clad only in a shroud, walked all the way home and lived another 20 years. But she never smiled again. Believe it or not.